TikTok is currently paying its creators tens of thousands of dollars for making clips using just their phone, even if it's original content or not. So this video will literally be a full course. I'll show you how to join the TikTok creativity program, how to do it from any country, how to get paid even for reposted content, and a money glitch that will allow you to outsource your work and make tens of thousands of dollars. I've had over 3.5 million followers across multiple pages, and I make enough money in order not to work a regular job thanks to TikTok. Now let me show you how to get the same results. Let's go. First of all, I would highly advise you to take notes, because this will be a goldmine and I've worked hard to put all of this together. And secondly, if you don't know how the TikTok creativity program works, you basically make money for just getting views. Usually you get paid $1 for every 1,000 views, but if you get lower than that, which seems to happen a bit more often than it should, do not worry because we'll fix that in this video as well. I'm telling you, it's a goldmine. You just need 10k followers to join, but that's really easy to do. So in this first part, we'll talk about that. So let's go. So how to get 10k followers? Step number 1, find a high-paying niche. High-paying niches are the niches that the advertisers are willing to pay more because they are more lucrative and the audience is more expensive. And this will also increase your RPM. A good example is economics or maybe politics. So basically avoid any niche that 12-year-olds watch. But if you do not like any of these niches, then do not worry, because we'll cover more ways to increase your RPM. So in that case, pick a niche in which you will be okay to upload videos for completely free, not getting paid for at least 3 months. And that's because we'll take the worst case scenario, because it took you 3 months to get monetized for whatever reason. And of course, no matter what niche you pick, you do not have to show your face. Like I said, it could be clips from podcasts, interviews, or other videos. But never use Opus clips or anything similar to that. At least not as a main tool for editing your videos. These websites are not good and the content they create is cheap, and the algorithm sometimes or most of the times knows that this video is created by that website. If you don't have time to find a clip, you can use the website, just get the clip and edit it yourself. Even re-edit the cuts it made, because sometimes they are not great. And lastly, I would suggest finding 3 to 5 niches that you're interested in, and you will learn why in the last part of this video. Step 2, unethical growth. So this is an unethical growth strategy, but it works in many cases. There are 2 things you can do. Either buy a page with 1,000 followers or get 1,000 followers for less than $1. You know what I mean. But there's a right way to do it. You should avoid all the websites you've seen and use websites that are called panels. I have all the necessary links in the description below, but you have to follow these 3 rules. Rule number 1, don't go over 1,000 followers. Rule number 2, do it on a new account that is warmed up, or, even better, do it on an old account that you are no longer using. You don't want to risk your own page if you have some followers already. And rule number 3, after your purchase, log out of the account for 2 to 4 days. I don't really recommend this, but it will most likely work because it's much easier to follow a page with 1,000 something followers compared to a page that has 7 followers. But be very careful. But of course, this will do absolutely nothing if you don't apply the next step. Step number 3, optimize your page. I don't mean your profile picture, your bio or anything like that. I mean optimizing it for the algorithm. And that's to reach the right audience. We want to use the right hashtags and the right keywords. It might work for you not using any hashtags or keywords, but in order to be safe, we want to give the algorithm as much information as possible. Because if you use generic hashtags or no hashtags at all or no keywords at all, the algorithm will try to find by itself the right audience, and it most likely won't do a good job, and you will reach audience that might not be interested, and that could impact your growth and your RPM. So if you're in the economics niche and you upload clips from interviews and podcasts, always put a title within the TikTok app when uploading the video, and always use at least 1 keyword that is relatable to the topic. The same goes for the subtitles that are within the app, and in the caption write a text that has keywords, and use hashtags that are in the same niche and hashtags that are also searchable. And giving all that information to the algorithm algorithm helps it to find the right audience to promote it, and that way you will get more and more views because people will interact in a good way with your video. You will get bonus points for the algorithm and it will promote your video more. But of course, if you don't do the next step, all these won't matter. Step number 4, remodeling content. This is first of all how you can make the algorithm believe that unoriginal content is actually original. And it's a great strategy if you have a repost page. And except for that, it's also the best growth strategy I've ever used, and it is guaranteed to get you a viral video with over 1 million views. So first of all, I want you to research your niche and find videos that have already performed well and write them down in a spreadsheet. Now if you don't have a repost page, you can just rewrite the script of those videos. You can even use ChatGPT and then you just remodel a video with your own style. Pretty simple. But if you have a repost page, I want you to download the video using Snaptic, then put that video to your editing software and make some small changes. You can add a title with a branded font, or make the video smaller and add a custom background, or add some effects like an overlay, dust, or maybe color grade the video. Then export the video with a different file name, and now you have an original video that has a high chance of performing well because it has performed well for another page on the same platform. If you do all these and you are consistent, you can reach 10k followers in just 2 weeks, or in the worst case scenario 2 months. But you have to be unlucky. I've had pages that reached 10k in 1 to 2 weeks, and I've had pages that reached 10k in 2.5 months. But now let me tell you how to join the creativity program from any country in the world. So how to join the creativity program from any country. I've covered this in another video, so I'll do it very briefly here. First, set the phone language to the language of the country you want to target. Like if you want to target the US, set it to English. Then remove your SIM card. This one is optional, but if you want, you can buy a SIM card from the country you want to target. And you can do that on eBay. Just search US SIM card and there are a ton of options. Then warm up the account, use it for a few minutes up to a few hours in some cases, rare cases, and make sure you don't get any videos on the For You page from your country. And when you tap on the comments of any random video in the For You page, make sure that none of the comments are in your language. And use a VPN, either a free one or a paid one. The free one of course is more cost efficient, but the paid one has a few more options and is a bit faster. For the free one you can use Atlas VPN, and for the paid one I use ExpressVPN for years. You can find all the links and resources of this video in the description below. And of course don't use TikTok at all if you don't have the VPN on and the SIM card off. If you want to put the SIM card back in, make sure you log out, or if you're using Android, make sure you force stop TikTok, which you can find in the settings, apps, TikTok, force stop. And after a little bit of time you will be able to see the TikTok creativity program in your creator tools. So now you have the TikTok creativity program. Let's see how you can increase the RPM. Increasing the RPM. We've already covered 2 important factors, which is the niche and the originality of the content, which we already know how to bypass. The second most important thing is retention rate. A qualified view to get money is 5 seconds, but of course you should aim to get as much watch time as possible. Don't just play a 20-second clip and then use the other 40 seconds with a black screen like many creators do. We want to create a business and we want to create a stable income. And of course hitting just the bare minimum to get the money should have consequences. So the 2 best ways to maximize retention: use layers and use effects and subtitles. The second one, you can understand it. We want something to be happening in the screen all the time, like popping subtitles, effects, and cutting the video every 2 seconds. But for the layers, you basically want multiple side stories to the main story. For example, I used to have a green screen, and sometimes in the background I would use a photo that would be kinda weird or out of context. That would add to the story I was telling, and people would comment both for the story and for the background, and they would have 2 reasons to stay and watch the video instead of 1. And adding more and more to that will make the viewer at least 200% more likely to stay and watch all the way through. And that will increase your RPM because the quality of your views will be higher. The more time people spend on your videos means that your page keeps people more on the app, which leads to TikTok making more money, so they promote your videos more. And of course they pay you more. And now we go to the most important part, which is the money glitch. So how do we maximize your potential and increase your income by 10 times? Well, the obvious answer is to make as many pages as you can. But that takes a lot of time, and obviously there's a limited amount of page you will be able to run. So you can grow your first page, start making money, and then take that money, except if you already have some money on the side that you want to invest. But either way, you take that money and you reinvest it on freelancers that will convert into our employees to make our daily videos for $2 per video, and some might even ask close to 0. For that we'll use Fiverr and Twitter, but in a very different way. I want you to go on Fiverr and look for video editors for YouTube. And I mean making long-form YouTube videos, not shorts. Now find video editors that charge around $10 to $20 for a YouTube video and make sure that the quality of their work is good. Look at their trailer and also, very important, look at their previous work. Now send them a message and ask them if they can create shorts for you in the style you want. Now this is the best part. If they say yes, that they can make shorts, they obviously won't charge you $10 because they already charge $10 for a whole YouTube video. So they will most likely ask for $1 to $3. I know this works because this is how I found my people, the people I work with. So this is a huge opportunity and I've never heard somebody talk about it. I just kind of found it out by myself. I spent a lot of time researching and trying things out. The second method is Twitter, and this is how you might find people to work for you for free and completely legally. The downside is that it needs more time and research. So the whole premise is to make a tweet asking for a budget video editor or something along those lines. I guarantee you that you will get flooded with messages, and some people will also ask you to work for free because they want experience, they want to build their portfolio, they want to build their skills. But of course, I would definitely recommend the Fiverr method. But warning, do not ask your editor to post on your pages as well, because if your editor is from Egypt, for example, they will have to log into your account from Egypt, and then you will probably get audience from Egypt instead from the country you want to. So there is a high probability that you will damage your audience and your reach. So this video had extreme amounts of knowledge that many creators do not talk about for obvious reasons. It is a lucrative business after all, but I hope that many of you will benefit from this. It is a really good opportunity to start making money, maybe as a side hustle, maybe as a main business, but there are a lot of things and a lot of options you can explore within the TikTok universe, I guess. The possibilities are endless, and make sure you stick around because there will be more videos with more of these possibilities being covered. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Now make sure to watch this video next, where you will learn 2 TikTok affiliate marketing strategies to make even more money in 2024. See you over there.